Just this past weekend, Seattle Mayor Bruce Harrell signed a bill that supposed to give blacks, for one, more access. The wording is it's supposed to lower the barrier for blacks to get into the marijuana industry, which sounds like BS to me. We'll see what comes, of it. No, I'm like, we need money, we need resources, we need programs to get us buildings, licenses. Don't lower the barrier.
We need inclusion, not exclusion. You guys left us out the first time around. And how did every other state, red state or blue state, figure a way to work in ex-felons or either families of people who've been,
or blacks, period,
been combative, blacks, period, because we've been targeted the most over all the years of marijuana laws have been around. We've been targeted the most and the highest. But how didn't Washington State come with off top a program for you to become seed to sale or a merchandiser or a grower, anything that has to do with the marijuana industry? Why wasn't there a program at first? Why are you doubling back? And when you're doubling back, man, what we're doing is seeing the trickle effect was already happened. There's not going to be too many spaces out there. There's laws saying you can have one in so many yards of a bus stop, so many yards of a school or daycare. So you mean to tell me you're going to reissue these licenses in all these places? Going to have to be, if not permits cleared, you're going to have to change laws because you guys already did one run. You already did a launch. And all the millionaire people who were doctors and lawyers. Yeah, the doctors and lawyers were the ones who got all the information at first. You know what I'm saying? If you had a license already, the only way you got the information. So now you're redoing it with people who are established already in the industry, trying to tell newcomers, we'll give you $1 million and this and that, but where they're going to be able to plant their seed, not in the neighborhoods they were restricted from, that they were arrested in, that they caught their charges in. It makes me mad. I'm really driven on this topic because we are.
It's my family and lineage. Yeah. That's why I tell people. No, I tell people all the time. My generational wealth was taken because this was illegal. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody did in our family, growers.
And that's my issue. They're saying it's supposed to combat and pinpoint some things in the past that harmed us from growing as a people. What can you really do? The jail sentences, the time, the deaths, the raids, the property losses, the asset losses, the money spent on lawyers, the money, all that combined is already added up. So what are you going back there for? Let's talk about now. We need to put money in these families' hands. We need to put opportunity. Like we need say, hey, you can come sell. Like give us a Columbia Plaza to sell our weed at Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like give us real solutions. Don't say like, we're gonna lower the barrier. So I don't need 600,000 licenses. I just need 120.
Yeah, I don't need 600,000. I need 120. But guess what? That 120 is not around because we didn't have the generational wealth from what was restricted and taken from us. So we're gonna follow this heavily and also do our own special on it because we was already working on one before they changed their mind.
Shout out to Key Porter too. Shout out to Key.
Shout out to Key. She's definitely always been on it, and she hit me and bro up with opportunities. But we also are a victim of these laws and people losing time. Us ourselves going through problems in the court system due to marijuana possession or intent to sell, things like that. Back when it was really something that Washington State was wasting a lot, but they were wasting a lot of money on it.
The same people who used to look at me like scum is in line.
Yeah.
Like you got terps.
Yeah, you got terps, bro. You got the hybrids, bro.
Nah, it pisses me off,
man. You know what I'm saying?
We were disenfranchised from many standpoints. You know what I'm saying? We could have started businesses. We could have funded ourselves like we were doing. Dispensaries ain't nothing but legal trap spots. Men were taking care of their families through that. You know what I'm saying?
Booming and bucking.
So
I had a trap spot too, man. Me and bro, we had a nice little trap spot, man. It was an illegal dispensary, but we made it work, man, within Washington State guidelines.
We actually been through it, yeah. So shout out to the SPD.
Yeah, man. Give us our money in our legal location. I've already helped you guys under the market, man, in the black market with under the part market taxes.
When I was at school, I was going to Everest. The dude who's saying you're on the couch not doing that with your life, a woman. I went to Everest. They encouraged me. It's like, but I got pulled over and I had like a 0.5, and then I had to really go like to court and jail. Rent jail is like a 2-cell jail saloon. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, I could. This is sage. I could
get to City Hall for a 0.5.
Man, terrible news. So give me my money back.
Man, yeah, give us opportunity.
With interest.
But we're going to follow that story, man. I'm trying to tell you, we're going to be all over it because, man, bro, like I said, our family history has a lot to do with it. And being Washington State, we've been affected a lot because not only the laws they made, but the opportunities we didn't have and the opportunities we weren't given. So we're gonna follow more on that.